So yesterday I shared on Facebook my little saint kit, and I got some requests for me to do a video showing my little saint kit. So I'll preface this, like, if you're watching me for the first time, you don't know why I'm talking about, like, if you came to my channel because of like tarot content, you're wondering why you talk about Saint Kit. I am a Saint Magic practitioner. I am the author of Italian Folk Magic, Rue's Kitchen Witchery. I am also Rue of Rue's Kitchen, my website dedicated to Italian folk magic and folk traditions, witchcraft, and so on. Part of my practice has been for the longest time, and this is my Saint Kit. I've had this container for my Saint Kit since I was 6 years old. My uncle brought this back from work one day. It says Irish Dairy Board on it, and I'm guessing that here it says it in it's written in Irish, the Irish language. I'm sorry, I don't know if it's called Irish. I apologize for that faux pas. But anyway, let me just move forward. So this has been the container that I have held my saints in. A lot of what's in here, so this has evolved over the years. And basically it's where I keep prayer cards, anything that comes into my life that is related to saints. Interestingly enough, it contains mainly saints that I've worked with. It doesn't, so, oh yeah, and I do have overflow, which I will share as well. So there was also questions on my Facebook about, oh, I'd like to start my own. What do you keep it in? Like I said, this was a cover to a calendar, pocket calendar, and this is where I keep all my saints, all my prayer cards and all that. So I'll show you what's in here. It has evolved over the years. Somehow, a lot of the older prayer cards are no longer here because if someone needed it, I gave it to them. So, you know what I mean? Like, this is not a collection. This is a living, breathing, spiritual kit. So we also, pretty much like we do with oracle cards and tarot cards, I'll go through my saints. And again, I repeat, there is a lot of not just overlap, but a lot of repetition, because these are the saints that I work with the most. So this is Saint Joseph. I'll name the ones, no, I'll name them all. I was about to say I'll name the ones that are not obvious. Well, maybe. This is Saint Anthony of Padua. So Saint Joseph, incidentally, is also the patron saint of Canada, the country I live in. Saint Anthony of Padua, Padova, who is my family's, on my father's side, the patron. This is another Saint Joseph. On the back, these have prayers on them. You'll see some of these are newer than others. This is, oh, I love this one. This is one of my favorite. This is probably my favorite depiction of the Blessed Virgin. This is known as La Madonna dei Poveri, of the poor, of the Madonna of the streets. This is a prayer card from when my uncle who raised me passed away. And again, this is the Miraculous. These are, for lack of a better word, these are by Jacques Lapointe. He's an artist. He actually has. I'm pretty sure he has an oracle deck out, an angel deck. But this is his rendition of Archangel Michael that someone gave me many, many years ago. This is Saint Anne. As you see, another one of these. This is Mysteries of the Holy Rosary. This is our Mother of Perpetual Help, La Madonna delle Grazie, who I am both named after my paternal grandmother, whose name was Mary Grace, well, Maria Grazia in Italian, but I'm also named for this aspect of the Madonna. This is Murillo's rendition of the Madonna and Child. As you see, another one of these. You see where, of course, Saint Michael, Archangel. This is Padre Pio. This is Saint Brother Andre from Montreal. I received a massive miracle from Brother Andre. This is Saint Gerard Mayella. This is the patron saint that is known for answering prayers for women who want to conceive, or for couples who want to conceive. This is Saint Elizabeth of Hungary. Oh, Jesus, but this is also the prayer card. My paternal grandfather's brother, or my father's uncle, when he passed away, this was the prayer card. This is Beato Nunzio Sulprizio. I don't know if he's been canonized yet or not. Here he was beatified. And this is like pretty old. Little White Guest. This is a very old prayer card, St. Anthony prayer card. It's in Italian on the back. Again, Padre Pio. It's Our Lady of Mont Carmel, I think. Not sure. Again, it's a prayer card from someone who passed away in my family. This is from Saint Anne de Beaupré in Quebec, the Saint Anne Basilica, and this is prayer for the family. Guardian Angel, Infant of Prague. This requires no explanation. The Holy Family. This is a prayer card I received when my daughters were born. I got one for each one. This is Saint Dymphna, patron saint for people who suffer from mental illness. Saint Anthony, another rendition of Saint Anthony. This is a prayer card someone sent me that they photocopied. Padre Pio. This is a novena prayer to Saint Maximilian Kolbe. Another Brother Andre. Saint Cosmas and Damien. As you see, this repeats. It's Guardian Angel. Another Infant of Prague. St. Anthony of Padua, different artist rendition. Same kind of thing, different artist rendition. Miraculous. Queen of Angels. Another prayer card from someone close to me who passed away. Memorial card, or yeah. Saint Joseph. Our Lady of Perpetual Help, Our Lady of Grace, La Madonna delle Grazie. I love this one. This is actually a photograph that a family member took who had seen him. And yeah, I don't know that glow behind his head. Yeah, I don't know. They probably purchased it in Rome. I don't know. But it has nothing on the back, and it is on photograph paper, so who knows? I love it. Doesn't matter. I don't need to explain it. There's this. Another Padre Pio. Another prayer card from when someone dear to me passed away. I have a lot of the prayer cards from, yeah. And this one. So that is, like, that was one side of my little saint kit. How did I start this? I started this when I was little. Someone had given me, I think I still have the original Saint Anthony. My aunt, who was Mother Superior in Rome, gave me a Saint Anthony. So it was one of those, yeah, I think it was this one. She gave me a Saint Anthony. Oops. Saint Anthony. I think she gave me a guardian angel and a Madonna. So I put it in my little container. And then I just started collecting them. They started coming to me. And so if you want to start your own saint kit and you're wanting to work with saints, what's really amazing today is that you can go on the internet, pick what you want, print it up, and start your kit, and watch how the amazing part is as you work with saints, it's like they send you gifts. They send you gifts to confirm that they do hear your prayer, or that your prayer has been answered, or that you have connected to them, and collect them and just place them all in the same place. This is Holy Family, Jesus, Mary, and Joseph, I give you my heart and soul. I think I found, this is one of those tin kind of, I think this one, either someone gave it to me or it's so old, I couldn't tell you. This one's a little newer. It's Prayer to the Immaculate Virgin. It's also like a tin plate, like in relief. This is Our Lady of Perpetual Help and Saint Pio. So this is newer because, and this has a third class relic on it. A third class relic means that it touched, okay, it touched something that touched the actual remains of the saint. I think that's right. Or it might be one more step removed, but that's what this little piece of fabric is here. And then I have this very old prayer book that was given to me by my aunt, who was Mother Superior in Rome. She's since passed away. And a St. Jude prayer book that someone had given me as well. So I keep these all together in my saint kit. How do I use my saint kit? Well, to be honest, it's very similar to how I use an oracle deck. When I'm in need of comfort, actually just holding this gives me comfort. I've had it for so long. It's been, and sometimes I just hold this and pray when I need comfort, or I hold this and I meditate, and it's just very comforting to me. I use one of these wooden saint bracelets to hold it together, to hold it closed ish. It's a little it's bulging a little bit. More recent additions to my saint kit is when I was recently at St. Joseph's Oratory in Montreal, and some of the friends send me when they go. This was wonderful to obtain. This is Saint Expedite, who I work with a lot. This is Saint Anne. Of course, Archangel Michael, Saint Benedict, Saint Brother Andre, and of course, my guy, Padre Pio, Saint Pio. And in here, oops. And I also, when I can, like to collect these little saint medallions. That's my saint kit. Again, it is something that brings me comfort. It ties me to my history. It ties me to people I love that are no longer living. It connects me to the saints I work with. And if you are someone who has a connection to saints, it doesn't have to just be saints. You can, if you work with personified deity and you want to, you can start your own kit where you keep all your bits and bobs of the gifts that you receive from personified deity. Again, I did not purchase anything that's in here. I may have purchased one or two of these. Most of these are just pieces I find in my travels. Sometimes I find them just on the road. Or, interestingly enough, I will find in secondhand books, I will find prayer cards in occult books. Awesome. So I always flip through the occult books, especially, certain types of like Aleister Crowley books and stuff like that. I'll flip through in a secondhand bookstore just in case there's a prayer card in it. And again, this kit has evolved over time. These are not all the original pieces that I put in here. Sometimes I'm called to pass something on to someone who needs it, and something new comes in. So, yeah. So I hope that to those of you that this is of interest, that this was interesting. I showed you my saint kit. In a previous video, I did show you that I also have the Voices of Saints. Voices of Saints. This is a Lo Scarabeo deck. I also have Oracle deck, Mother Mary by Alana Fairchild. But yeah, this is, so there's saints here too, which I don't have in my kit. But if I'm going to work with a saint that I don't have in my kit, I will typically make a copy of this, the card that's in here, and I would put in my kit once I feel that saint has been brought into the fold, or I brought them into the fold. So yeah, so I guess what I should have mentioned too was, if I didn't already, because now I'm all flustered, is that I do have a relationship, a working spiritual relationship with all the saints that are in my kit, and some that are not, just because I don't have a card in here doesn't mean that I haven't worked with them or whatever. And there we go. So that was my saint kit. This has already gone 20 minutes. What I'll do is I'll break here, and then I'll do a video because I had also posted a picture of my rosary beads. I'll do I'll do a second video or a separate video just to show you my rosary beads. And that's it. Thank you for tuning in, and have a beautiful day. Bye-bye.